Hello, my name is Nathan. In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use AI with ChatGPT and MidJourney to set up a print-on-demand store on Shopify and Etsy in just a few hours. So you can see here the stores that I set up with all the designs I built in AI, and I did this in 3 evenings in 1 weekend. So now, just quickly, why this video? In fact, I decided I wanted to make a tutorial for my kids to show them just how easy it is to start an online business today. You know, I've been sending them YouTube videos of young entrepreneurs starting online businesses and really doing very well, making money. And unfortunately, they were not biting. They watched the video, but they didn't take action. So I thought, you know what? Let me just create this tutorial and show them how easy it is to set up. So that's the program today. So here we go. So let's move now to a smaller screen. Here we are. So we're going to start by going into ChatGPT, and I'm not going to take you through the whole process of setting up an account and the rest. It's super easy. So once you set up an account, and you can see here I typed, can you suggest 20 cool brand names for a new t-shirt company targeting Gen Z and millennials? And I'm going to click here and say regenerate response. And in ChatGPT, here it goes. It starts providing all sorts of names because you need to start out by saying, okay, what's the brand name or the name of the shop or the boutique, right? And you can see here a list coming through. Now, at the time, I decided to do Be Bold, Be Brave Designs. That's the name that I selected. But you could see here some great ideas and examples. So the next thing that typically I would do is I kind of play around with, the different names and find one I like. And I would go up here onto domain names and go check on GoDaddy and see is it available. And at the time, the one that I looked at was Be Bold, Be Brave, right? And I clicked, and it was saying, well, no, that one, oh, you could buy it at a very high premium. But in fact, I had added designs at the end and it was available. So, you could see here they have it says it's taken because I took it. But you could go look back at these different names here. And let's say you like one of these, I don't know, let's see which one is nice. I'm looking down, the Street Style Company. That's pretty cool. So I could go here onto GoDaddy and just go check out here the Street Style. Let's see if that comes up. That is expensive. Normally, but you could get the .co right here. You see below the streetstyle.co company. That's pretty cool. It's going to be like here, pretty cheap. So you define your name. And then you say, okay, what's the domain name? Because I find it just having a Shopify store doesn't look super professional. And overall, there will be a few expenses to set up the store, but it's actually not that much if you look at it. So then the most important is going to be, if you want to set up online and sell, is your design. I mean, you need a good design. Nobody's going to buy. And I've seen videos online about people trying to do print on demand. And the design are not good. So I'm going to go here into MidJourney, right? So I set up an account in MidJourney and I played around in the beginning, but it's really quite easy. And you can see here, you could do some prompts. Eiffel Tower at night in the style of Hokusai, Yayoi Kasuma, and Hayao Miyazaki. And all I did was I said, you know what, let me go in and look at, and I clicked here, what are the most, if you go back here, some of the most well-known Japanese artists, most famous Japanese artists. I clicked here and I kind of looked at it. I thought it would be nice. This is one way you can find ideas, okay? So I just picked a few names in here. This is Yayoi Kusama. There's a very famous Hokusai. And then I said, you know what, why don't I do like something? And the way it works in MidJourney is you need to type in imagine / So let me just go here. Sorry, I'm looking down because I'm just checking out the screen. So I'm going to copy this here and just show you how it works. You go in and you could play around. So you type imagine and then enter, and then you put your prompt. So Eiffel Tower at night in the style of Yasuko, and then you need this -- stylize. And I'm just going to type it here, and you see it starts working. And I mean, you can pretty much do anything. It's incredible. If you Google online and look at what MidJourney, the types of designs you can create. Let's just say I wanted to create some cool t-shirts for Paris, right? That people buy in Paris. So here is it starts working. You see 31%. It's going quite fast. And there's tons of tutorials on MidJourney, and you can go and check them out in terms of how to use a platform. But my recommendation is find a combination. For instance, here I'm using a few different artists that create a style, and then you know what? You replicate that style. So that's what I did at the time. And I started to create. And then what happens is you say, let's just say you really like this one here, right? It's kind of nice and clean. And so you upscale it, then you get a higher res one, and then you can save it or upscale it even more. I tend to upscale a little bit more just to get better resolution, and you save it. And then you have your first image, okay? So you have a brand name, you bought the .com, you're creating your designs, and you can do anything. I mean, you can do Japanese warrior style, you can do anime style. It's just incredible what it opens up, but very critical to have a design that is really good. So I'm going to take you now, and we're going to go back here. And what I did is now the tool that I use typically is Canva. And so in Canva, I had a free account, and I actually upgraded slightly the account to be able to use more tools. So that costs a little bit a month, but it's worth it. And here is where I upload the various visuals. And here is where I went in, and this is an example of the banner I created. So I went looking through the different banners here and templates. I found one I liked, and then I played around because you're going to need in your store a banner. And here are some of the examples of the visuals that I created for the boutique. So we're going to go down a bit here, and you can see these different cool designs that were created. And so the company was called Be Bold, Be Brave Designs.com. I have it on Shopify. Be Bold, Be Brave Designs. I have it on Etsy, and I created all these cool designs. And in fact, if you go here, you can see, I'm going to go look for it. I'm playing around with tons of different designs. You can see I worked on logos in here, playing around, also using MidJourney, and I did some tests with text, and these are super cool. I really like them. And you can see, and my first collection was called Mountain. So I worked on a collection, all of these designs created in MidJourney that exported into Canva. And you can see here, I just added a frame. There's tons of tutorials. Canva super easy. And I, picked a font, and then I went and looked for some quotes. The world is your playground. Go and explore. I thought, it'll be great. And again, just using ChatGPT, going in here, you can see the old hike inspirational phrases, or 20 inspiring mountain. And you go here, 20 inspiring phrases about the mountains in 3 words. Elevate your spirit, climb to greatness, find inner peace, conquer your fears. So I went in and tried to find some cool and create some quotes. So let's go back to Canva, where we were here. And you'll see, and then I started creating these different, so I created these in MidJourney. I put the text, your life is this life. This is your life, make it extraordinary, and an example, black. And then I created also here using some templates just with the circles. There's tons and tons of templates you can use in Canva here. And you can see, so I created a whole collection here of different designs. I'm not going to take you through all of them, but they're all linked to the outdoors, the mountains, climbing, hiking, really super cool. And then what you do is you export them. So you go here and you say, I'm going to share. And what I've done is I'm going to download, and I'm going to look, I have 215 here, so I'm not going to do, but let's say I wanted to do, image here's 58, 59. I click transparent background because I don't want to have the big giant white frame there. And I'm going to say, let's just export out, for instance, here, page 54 to 60. All right, here we go, download. It's going to go download it. And this becomes my base to be able to put it onto the store, the print-on-demand store, right? So that's the visual part. That actually took me the evenings, creating all the cool designs. Once I had 2 artists, so these designs are based on different artists. It gives a style. I have a clear style. I have cool designs. I have some cool quotes. That's the starting point. That took me the evenings. And then you got to set up the store. So the next step is to pick a print-on-demand provider, right? And there's a bunch. There's Printify and Printful. Printify seems to be a bit cheaper. Printful a bit more expensive. At first, when I read about it, it was Printful was better quality. So it's just, that's what I set up. And you can see here I set up 2 stores. So this one in Shopify and Etsy. But you start first setting up your Printful account. Super easy. You log in, get an account. You basically get started. And Once you set up the account in Printful, you have these product templates. And you can see here, I had a whole bunch. You can see there's tons and tons. And what you do is you just say, you know what, you're going to add your designs to a t-shirt, right? So I'm going to put here, for instance, create more product templates, all right? And I say, let's just say I want some men's clothing. I'm going to click here. What do we want? Let's say t-shirt, right? All shirts, that t-shirt, okay? And this is great because it tells you what the price is, right? Now, I know I can't sell these t-shirts, 50 bucks. So I'm going to try to find a t-shirt that looks good and that's low cost. So here's a classic one at $10. Here's $12. I'm looking at the reviews. It was a bit better. So let's just say we take this one here, all right? So, so you've set up your account and now you're starting to create. And you can see here, now, one of the things you hear online is say, just don't do tons and tons of colors because if you have too much of an offer, people just get confused and they don't want to buy everything. So let's just say I'm going to do black and white for now. And it says, okay, drop your design here. We're going to go look for a design. And you can see I have here different designs I uploaded, right? I can go and upload a new file from the ones I just did, right? Or I can pick one. So you upload your designs here and we're gonna go and look at a few of the different designs. And these are all the mountain designs, right? And you can go look here, the different ones. Let's just say that's the one we saw earlier, right? So let's say you uploaded it. Here you can see it's a transparent white text below. So I'm gonna apply this, which means I'm gonna have to do dark colors, right? Because the text, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna leave it black. And you can say, life is a journey, enjoy the ride. You can resize it here a little bit. I think that's a bit too big. Oh, and by the way, I said it was a men's t-shirt, so maybe, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe I should have picked a different design. Let's go and look here at different designs. And just gonna add, let's see, these are pretty cool. True power comes from within. That's a pretty cool one. This is actually, I did the mountain collection and this is the ripped collection. I haven't published this yet. I'm just kind of working on different collections just to show the kids how easy it is to do. And so let's have a quick look here. That's pretty cool. I think it's a little bit too big. So we could have that here on the front. You could pick the back, etc. All right, so here we are. And we're going to continue, right? So there we go. Now, here's an example. Now, these are templates. So what happens, you're going to create a template, and then later you can upload the template to your store. So one of the mistakes I made was I went super fast on the text, and then it's quite a pain to change. So it makes sense. You go to the stores like on Etsy, you look at the text of the t-shirt. So it makes sense here to put, a bunch of different things to describe the t-shirt, right? Graphic, tee, cool, character, etc. Whatever you want to do, okay? You can add sizes if you want already here. So you can say, I'm going to do all the way to 2XL. If you do too many and you have lots of colors, then you can get an error message that you have too many variations. So here we go. And the template has been created. So what you need to do is on Shopify, you see here, here's my Be Bold, Be Brave store on Shopify. We're going to go in and I created the store. You can see I have 159 people who visited. Here we go to the online store and you can see, and if I click here, view the store, it opens up a new tag and you can see here's what the store looks like. So here's the Be Bold, Be Brave, the new 2023 collection. By the way, the logo also here, made this in MidJourney using same prompts. So you have here, shop all. Here's the new collection has arrived. And these are the products that I've uploaded onto Shopify. And you might be wondering like, okay, and I'll show you how you have all these, you have different types. You can have just a shirt or actually with a person. And you can say here, click view all. So pretty cool store, right? Set up here, like there's an example. This is a little video. So you have the catalog and contact. So let's go back here. And in fact, so once you set up your store, so you go to Shopify, you set up an account, and it takes a bit of time, but it's really self-explanatory. I think it took like 30 minutes to do all the steps to set it up and link it up. So when I'm here, right, I just created this, right? And let's say I want to add it to store. So I click here, add to store. I'm just going to add it to Shopify, okay? Now, you need to be able to have Okay, are we okay with the color? Do I want to offer a few more colors? Dark colors, why not, but not too many. And then we're going to proceed to mockups. So now what happens is you're going to pick what are the mockups that you want to use that when people go to your store, they're going to see, right? So which is the main mockup you want? Let's just say I like this one, or I like with the face here. It doesn't really matter. Looking online, it seems it's often these ones, the ones that are just like the shirt or something like this. It's often like kind of the main mockup where you can see it pretty well. Or like this, for instance, doesn't really matter. Let's say I like this one. Okay, great. And then I click additional ones. You can add a whole bunch here. So you can just, let's just give an example. You click here, click here, click here. So you just add a whole bunch. So now you have different mockups in the store, all these ones. So when people click on it, then you proceed to details. So here, super important. So what I did is I created a text that I copied over. So the title, and here it tells you this is about the product, right? So you have here t-shirts, everything you've dreamed of. Here again, you can use ChatGPT. If you go to ChatGPT and you go back in time, you could find 20 catches phrases, different what I did here is I don't see it right now, but anyways, I use ChatGPT to kind of help write a description for a t-shirt, right? And then what's very important is you add that text there. You keep this product especially for you. Fine. Attach. I like to attach the sizing guide. I put Imperial here. Okay. And you can put some tabs. So you could put, t-shirt for men, graphic tee, etc. And I think it's quite important to tag so when people are doing search, they can find you. And then if you want to create a collection, so I call this the mountain collection, so it gets organized in collections, right? And then we proceed to pricing. So here's super important. This is the question, is how much are you going to set it for? So you can see here, this is the price that you're going to pay to buy it. So let's just say you want to make $10 per shirt, right? So you could say, I'm going to sell them for $24.99, okay? You apply here, and you can see here, this is your revenue, $11. Now, the 2XL is more expensive, so I'm going to push this price up a little bit. So I'm making sure I'm making this $11 to $12 amount, right? That's the product pricing. And then if I put submit to store, it's going to go up into the store. So if I do here, submit to store, we go. And now what's really cool is if I go into my Be Bold and Be Brave, and I go to the online store here, it was open already here. And what will happen is it's going to get added to the store. Now, it's probably not yet uploaded, but it gets uploaded automatically. So, and then the same thing is with setting up for Etsy. In fact, if I go back here and you saw, I have this, and I can say add to store, I can add it to the Etsy store. And here, again, it's similar process. You add all the information and it gets uploaded automatically. I'm just going to show you my Etsy store here. So you have Be Bold, Be Brave, new 2023 collection, Be Bold, Be Brave designs. And you have here the different shirts, super cool, mountains, outdoors, great style. And you have all here the different shirts, right? And you can just buy online and off you go. And the great thing again is it gets uploaded automatically, right? So it takes a little bit of time to create your designs, to create some of, like your logo, finding the name, but realistically, it's incredible. So I wanted to do a test, from my store. I was in the store here and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy one of these. Actually, one of my favorite ones is actually this one here. I think it's so cool. So I ordered this. I was like, okay, it's $39.99. Here, I'm going to order in black. I'm going to get a medium for my kids. And you see here the different examples. I think it's super cool. And you can see why buy. Everyone needs a cozy hoodie. You can see a bit more text. So this is the text that working with ChatGPT, whether you're running errands, hanging out with friends, hitting the gym, it's comfortable. It will keep you feeling great. New collection featuring designs with cool characters, enjoying the outdoors with a wide range of sizes and designs. Design, we carefully created each design to stand out. Desired, inspired, and here the information the product is made for you. You can find us on social media, Instagram, /Be Bold, Be Brave Designs, etc. And then you see, so you can see how it comes out. It's pretty amazing. And all of this, I mean, in the past, like I had considered, I told my kids, hey, you should start a print-on-demand store. The problem was the cost to create the designs, right? Just too expensive to hire a designer. I can do Photoshop and design, but I'm not that good. So here, using AI, creating kind of your own style, like you can see, I created a style with these circles, so something that stands out. Let's go back to the main store. And now you really have something that's consistent. You have a style. You can see with the circle here, the circles, it's it's something that's kind of unique to me and that I put together and created. So yeah, I was blown away how easy it is. So hopefully now it's time for them to go in and build their own store. And naturally, you're not going to get any traffic. Like you're going to put it out there. So build it and they will come. No one's going to come. Build it. You need to advertise it. And what's really cool is that it's so cheap to do this that if you put a bit of money in advertising, you do a bit of I've done just checking with the kids and my friends. You like it, you don't like it, which you like best, and then you build a social media profile, build your Instagram account, you can do some YouTube, TikTok videos, etc. Now, what's pretty cool with Printify is that you can order some samples, right? And so you're not going to be paying the full retail price. You can actually buy that at cost. And that's what I did. I ordered a few just to see, the quality is amazing. So yeah, and then you could, once you get it, naturally you can do some TikTok videos. So my kids are going to be doing some videos. We'll put on TikTok to start learning about advertising. And there's such amazing learning about all of this process. In terms of designs, building a store, automating it, the text, to sell, then building the social media presence, going on, trying different advertising, maybe buying some keywords. There's so much you can do that all of this, people are paid in companies to do. So it's all great knowledge. So yeah, I know it's super fast and I did take you step by step, but really the idea was just to show, how easy it is with the tools that exist today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to have more videos on this channel about, just things that are inspiring in life. I always love to learn, always try new things, always learning by doing, and always some new projects on the side. And this was super cool. Really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to my kids getting started and driving this. So I hope you liked this video. Add some comments. Tell me, subscribe to the channel. More videos come, and tell me which designs you like best. I love that. So you can find us at www.beboldbebravedesigns.com, and also find us on Instagram. So hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next video. Thanks.